Hello and welcome back to Stars Without Number, Abaddon, Season 3, Episode 4. We are going on a heist. We're doing a heist. We're not. I guess we kind of are. We're support to a heist? Question mark? What's
Yeah.
happening? Someone talk.
No,
Stop.
you talk.
Oh.
All right. No, there was a scene you wanted to play out, I believe.
Yep, there is.
So what do we see?
Well,
is said scene?
Miriam gets back to the ship after a lengthy talk with her lawyer, and the rest of you are doing your own things. So she goes to find the only one in the ship that hasn't been included in this bullshit. And let's see, Ethan.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, I think we still find him in the mess hall.
It's probably straight after my conversation.
Yeah, I'd say so. He looks up as you walk in. Miriam.
I've been looking for you. You have, you're good enough, I think, to fix things and make things better.
He nods. I can. Yes.
Well,
What do you need?
I need for you to combine this. And she lifts up a rocket launcher with this, and she puts up an electric, like, car thing, like a oh my god, like a monster truck on legs.
What?
Okay. So you have an RC car and a rocket launcher, and you want a remote-controlled rocket launcher on an RC car?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, he looks at it and he says, "It'll only be good for one shot."
I only need one shot.
Okay, then I can do it.
He grabs the duct tape.
Yeah, I mean, he rigs up something, some sort of like remote fire control on it.
Perfect.
And yeah, he throws something together. I think if you want this done well, so it'll work, it probably costs like 300 credits in parts that he asks you to go and buy.
That makes
if
sense.
you don't want it done well, so it will probably work. Well, so it might work. It'll be free. He'll just find parts.
No, I'll pay him 300. That's fine.
Okay.
Takes apart one of the tea
Yes,
kettles.
I mean he asks for a few different parts and things that he'll need to throw it together, and you can go and acquire them pretty easily. And yeah, he jury rigs something. And like he said, it's only good for one shot because the recoil will obliterate the thing. But it'll fire one shot.
That's all I need.
Okay. Okay.
And she basically like pats him on the back and she says, "You are useful. I like you."
Kind of like looks around. Thanks, I guess.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. So do you all travel? You have like the rendezvous. You have the place to meet with this criminal element that will be supporting you. And like a specified time. Do you all go together, or is it separate? Like, what do we see?
I believe there's like a meeting with the group, so we have like Tail and
Okay.
Harold and well, whenever they get back, basically, like Miriam is like,
Yeah.
let's talk about this, you guys.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, we are about to go meeting with other distraction.
Green, like in the background, like we hear Miriam say that. Green kind of like leans into Olga and says, "They meant to know about the bomb."
Oh. That's all he gets. A worried O.
Quick question: Do me and the Olga and Tail know about Nut's double-crossing plan?
No.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I mean, he's not going to say anything. He'll follow your lead.
It's not much
Yeah.
of a
Okay.
lead.
So, yeah. Right. Yeah. I mean, does anyone want to say anything at this point? At this junction?
Well, I'm assuming you all have done something to prepare,
We planted a bomb.
or something not to prepare. You've planted a bomb, eh? That sounds like a
We
wonderful idea.
We did plant a bomb, correct? Green?
We did.
We planted
Where
a
did you
bomb.
plant it? And she brings up like a picture of the compound. Like, where did you plant it?
Green gestures a pretty vague area. Somewhere here.
Yeah, somewhere there.
Is that in the southern part where we're supposed to do this direction, or somewhere else?
It was near the gate, so probably.
Do you want to roll, Matt, to see if you planted this in the right place? 'Cause I don't know that Olga would just instinctively know that.
No, I mean, August said plant the bomb. They didn't give him any direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Luck?
Cool.
Or...
Yeah, it's 100% luck.
Nope.
Want to roll me another luck check?
This is to see which side it's on.
2 successes?
Okay. So, yeah, so it's definitely not in the right place to aid your distraction, but it's also not directly in the path of the incursion team.
So it will be a
it's a
distraction,
plus.
just not the right distraction.
Yeah, just in the slightly wrong direction, but it'll still work. It just won't be quite as effective as it could be. But I guess you have a single shot RC car rocket launcher for that.
Yeah.
We were thinking, what if we called in a bomb threat?
Why would you call in a bomb threat?
Well, the plan is to get people out of the building so they can go into the building and steal the thing.
Well, you see, the thing with bomb threats is you sort of have to plant the bomb, and these people, they scan everyone who goes in. So long as they think the threat is outside, then they know that they can trust their security not to,
Miriam,
Yeah.
we learnt about this thing recently. Humans tend to do it. It's called lying.
Yeah, well, you see, you can lie however much you want. But if the person on the other end thinks you're lying, and he has no reason to believe that there is a bomb, then he will not believe you, and as such will not, abandon or evacuate the place.
Then just be convincing?
Not sure you know how this works, but I cannot be, well, I can try. I can try to convince.
We think a bomb threat would work.
Didn't you say there is actually a bomb?
Yes, that's why we think it would work.
Do you
Dale's like
call
looking
in?
confused for a moment and says, if you say there's a bomb threat and they find a bomb, won't they be on high alert?
No, you say there's a bomb inside. Then when they come outside, you explode the bomb outside. Then they believe that there's a bomb inside more.
Why don't you just blow up the bomb?
Because then you can't call in a bomb threat.
Yes,
Well,
you
you
can.
can.
Well,
So let me get this straight. Your plan was to plant the bomb, call in a bomb threat, and hope they leave the building so that you can blow up the bomb in their faces.
yes.
Ignore that.
Is it a bad
Good
plan?
luck with that. Good luck. I wish you the best of luck.
Oh.
It's going to not go the way you expected, but I think it is a valuable lesson to learn.
Okay. We'll call in a bomb threat then. Just tell us when.
5 minutes before the distraction happens, maybe.
So, 5 minutes bomb threat call.
Yes.
Start the
You
countdown,
have the
then
yep,
explode the bomb?
pretty much.
Okay. I think we can manage this.
Well, I would say wait with exploding the bomb a little bit. Let the criminals, the elements who will be supporting us, let them cause a distraction because that makes the threat more credible.
I thought we were causing the distraction.
Well, there will be some other distractions in addition to us.
Okay.
I don't like this idea at all.
It's a terrible idea.
Well,
Not
that's
the
your
bomb,
idea.
the entire plan.
We agree.
Oh, well, it's too bad your friend suggested it to us, eh?
Humans lie though.
Sure.
Could we avoid actually hurting people?
How would you do this?
I don't know. Instead of using real ammo, use beam bags or something. I'm sure concussive rounds are a thing.
But that's so boring.
But we don't have anything against these people. Why should we hurt them? They haven't done anything to us.
She shrugs. Well, they're not us, are they?
That shouldn't matter.
Matters to me.
We don't know them. They don't know us. We haven't hurt anyone. They haven't hurt anyone.
So you would only hurt people who have hurt you? That's a very short list.
It's how I don't like hurting people.
How will you get paid for it then?
I don't care about getting paid. I don't know.
Well, it's a good thing you're freeloading of me because I'm getting paid.
Okay.
Green, are you good with RC cars? Do you know how to drive them? Liam, you're
Not particularly.
muted. I guess I have to do this myself then. And she just kind of like brings up like the construction. You see, unlike planting bombs, sending them in one direction using a rocket launcher, you get the explosion you want.
And planting bombs is more specific. As long as you plant it in the right place. A rocket launcher on an RC car is incredibly unpredictable.
She shrugs. It'll go in the right direction.
There's a chance it will.
Well, good job for planting bomb. I think it is a nice initiative for you to take.
Thank
Is there a
you.
reason? Is there a reason why you took this initiative?
Yes.
Do you want to tell me? Or do you want to
Oh.
lie?
We do not lie. We're not human.
I suppose that's one way of looking at it. Right. So the plan is go meet with criminal guys. They will start a distraction. You will call in a bomb threat. And I will start shooting with the RC car. And then we have caused distraction, yes?
Quick side note, Matt, our names are still off in the stream.
Eh.
I've been not this entire time.
Eh,
Yep. Do you have
it's fixed now.
anything last minute you want to do before this happens?
We would like to know what's in the box.
Well, too bad. The only way you get to know what's in the box is if you kill your best friend and her team.
Perhaps not doing that would hurt her more.
No, I'm pretty sure killing her will hurt her most.
You can't know that.
Oh, I know. Trust me, killing is the worst.
Then why do you want to do it?
Because I get paid. I'm very good at it.
We have several
is-
issues with what you just said.
I agree. That's not a good reason to hurt people.
How else would you get paid?
Like
I
the
don't
majority of
know.
humankind.
I am
are you-
doing what majority of humankind does.
I don't think the majority of people kill each other.
I can give you statistical evidence that they don't.
Really?
Most people are factory workers, miners, farmers.
Slaves.
Yeah.
Slavery
How do
does
you
not
think
exist
you-
in this galaxy.
Yeah. Well, how do you think those people are doing in life, generally?
Oh, they're all
Better
very
than-
poor.
Yes.
They're not killing people though.
Well, I don't want to be poor.
Can't you
Next
just
time-
knock them out?
No.
Incapacitate them?
I am sure that is one way of doing it, but that adds a lot of risk to me and a lot of not so profitable risk at that.
But killing people and getting into physical combat with them is profitable for a good reason?
No, just the bad ones.
I don't understand you, Miriam.
She shrugs. This is how we live now, yes?
Okay. All right. Cool. So I think we fade from that on that kind of ominous line from Miriam of "This is how we live now." To we see the streets that surround this kind of thing, and like as per always, these kind of like back like fringe parts of the township are relatively empty. You see a few people wandering to and from, and then as you round a corner, just before you kind of come in view of Blue Suns, you see a group of armed people. Miriam, do you
Yep.
want to roll me a notice?
Oh yeah.
please? Notice a skill check in this? It is. Oh, it is.
Notice.
It is.
Yep.
Look at
notice
me
is skill
starting
check.
to remember the skills that are in this game after however many years of playing it.
Yeah, she's wearing the executioner stuff, so
Yeah.
let's roll notice.
Let's do it.
Wisdom.
Yeah, I mean, you notice. I don't think anyone else has the know-how, like the prior knowledge to notice this. There's something off about this group. They're meant to be like criminals and thugs. They're not. they're definitely not. I don't think you know what they are, but if these were criminals and thugs, they'd be acting in a certain way. They'd be not this. This is too controlled, too professional, too clean. Yeah. And I think one of them turns to you as you approach and says, "So, you are the executioner, no?"
I am. And the voice comes out digitally, not with the
Yeah.
cadence of a person.
Yeah. He says, "You know, I heard a lot of things about people like you. They take you as kids. They take away everything that makes you human, every emotion. They turn you into," and looks you up and down, "this."
Yeah, there's no flinching or expression of like.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
no body language that would suggest that she
No active response to that.
is
Yeah, okay.
offended
You're in
by
combat
that.
mode, basically.
Yeah. Okay,
There's
cool.
this like reptilian sort of regard for these people, as if trying to measure them up as if they were a threat, or like seeing if there's any, like taking it all in.
Yeah, I think that's probably the thing that clued you on to like something being off about this group. These guys rank a lot higher on your threat index than a group of thugs would. Right? Like you look at them and you're assessing them, and I think you do it subconsciously. I don't even think you're paying attention to doing it, but like, something goes off in your mind that, these guys could be a threat. Whereas if what you're expecting wouldn't be.
Yeah, I was expecting more the street thugs that were paid to harass
Yeah.
the loose ends corporate guy at the start.
This isn't that.
And she says, "I could say the same about you."
Is Green with us?
That's up to you guys.
Probably.
Olga
Then I whisper
made
to him
sure
and say-
Green came.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Then
sure Green came with you, Tail.
I was gonna.
Yeah.
Tail whispers to him, "I don't like this."
Green turns to you. Why?
I don't know. It's wrong.
He looks at the situation. He looks back at you and he says, "These are meant to be thugs. These aren't thugs." I don't think he says
know
it
what thugs
loud. I
look
don't think he
like.
says loudly enough for them or maybe Miriam to hear. But I think Olga and Tao, you hear him. And yeah, I mean, you say that you Miriam, you say, I could say the same to you. And he says, "Whatever you mean."
You have more bites than what's on display. I like that
And
in
you-
people.
You see the briefest smirk. Says, "I guess I shouldn't have expected an executioner to miss anything."
Isn't this kind of distraction a bit low cost for someone such as you?
His grin broadens. "Well, that's because this isn't a distraction, is it? Come on, executioner, you're smarter than that."
He's really not. She's really not.
I think she says, "Well, I assumed
And
there
if-
was more going on than what was offered, but
Yeah, I mean, if at any point you wanna roll to see what you would like intuit about this situation, I can give you more information.
notice with intelligence or know with intelligence."
Either or.
Can I also make that roll?
mean,
I
you
don't
could just
think
look
you
into
have.
the
Have the
future.
background knowledge. Yeah, that's
I
fair.
don't think you have the background knowledge that would give you the ability to know this stuff. I think this
you
is
could just
where Miriam's history is important.
That's fair.
you could just look into the future, man.
Could.
Yeah. So, okay, you've pieced this together, Miriam. This isn't the op you were sold it as. This isn't a distraction. They either are planning on going in like this team is going in, or every guard and every person in the facility is dying. One of the two. This op is a lot louder than they originally told you it was going to be. Regardless.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I suppose she just looks at his smirk as she looks at the building and she says, "So, you were paid handsomely for risking your lives?"
Just as well as you. So here's the play, Executioner. Everybody inside that building dies. Everyone who could possibly have knowledge of what's inside that crate dies. Simple.
She shrugs. Yeah, she shrugs. I was told to stay at range. I will continue to do that, yes?
He nods. For the rest of your team, that might not be an option. This is going to get dirtier.
I see.
Do we look
I
like
think
we're
she
capable
says-
of close quarters combat?
Oh,
I
man.
don't care what you're capable of. I need extra bodies.
No.
You want to walk, you walk. But your payment leaves with you.
You're not in charge.
I'm enough in charge.
No, you're not.
I read him.
Go for it.
Level 2.
Yeah.
Roll mental.
Yeah. Someone's got to fail this at some point, right?
You'd hope so. Yeah, you
Yeah.
failed.
Yeah. So what do you get from level 2? Let's read this. Psychic awareness
Surface
of the
level
target's
thoughts.
Surface cognition is so sophisticated, able to read the current thoughts, though it can't pick up memories or non-obvious connections. The target is, okay. So yeah, this guy, he's not that important. He's not high level. He probably isn't even like Sandy is above him, right? Significantly. She probably works for a completely different corporation. These guys are hired to do a job. But he's not lying. Like you can say no to him, but your payment goes too. This guy has enough authority to tell Sandy that. And it wouldn't be his decision, but he'll tell Sandy that you said no, and she won't pay you. And he knows that.
I think what Miriam says after this back and forth is she points at Harold and she says, deals more in computers and psychic bullshit, yes? Important personnel is not usually in the front rows. I hope you take well care of them.
He smiles. It sounds useful.
Oh, yes, they are. But they're only useful when they're alive.
As we do what we can. It's a firefight. Not everything is clear.
I tell you what, important to have bodies, yes, but maybe not the first wave. Maybe you guys clean up and they come follow behind. Not too far behind, of course.
Miriam,
Nods.
are these men skilled at what they do?
She nods. She nods.
Are you sure?
They'll get you inside. Maybe you'll get to see the box.
They don't seem very confident. In their abilities, we mean.
Sometimes shit goes bad, yeah? I'm sure this fine gentleman here does not want to die, even for 20,000 grand.
Oh, we see. That means they're less trained than you are. That's why they want Tails' help. And ours. They don't think they can
Try
handle
not
it.
to do this. I don't want to do this.
Well, you are welcome to forfeit your pay.
I don't care about being paid.
He steps forwards and like if you haven't put it on, someone has. He like grabs the scarf that's around your neck and just pulls it slightly loose so some of the tattoo is showing. And he says, "When have you ever had a choice?"
I pull back away from him.
Miriam shrugs. Well, she's with me, isn't she? That was a choice.
How does Green react to that?
Doesn't.
Hmm.
Very pointedly doesn't.
But yeah, like Tail doesn't walk away or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she looks at her watch, or like it's like a fake motion. Like look at the time.
Yeah.
There's no watch there, and she just kind of says,
Yeah.
"Well, when do you want to start?"
He actually looks at some sort of time instrument and says, "You have 5 minutes. Best to prepare yourselves. This is going to be, well, it's going to be a fight."
We have a call to make then.
Miriam just kind of nods at you, and she says, "Well, I'm pretty sure that part is fucked, but if you want to really, really do it, I don't see a reason why not."
Yeah, Olga calls the front desk of Blue Suns Corporation.
Yeah, I love it. So
This
yeah, you
planet?
get through, and like it takes a little bit of time. Like it takes a few rings, and finally, some bored reset. Like she sounds just. It's nothing has happened today. It's been so boring. And she says, "Hello, welcome to Blue Suns Hypertech Corporation.
You need to get out.
Corporation's board offices on."
You really need to get out of there.
What?
The container. The one that came in the other day. With Luther.
I'm sorry.
Did they tell
sir.
you what was in it? No, they wouldn't have. Of course not. You need to leave. You need to take your friends and leave, your colleagues. It's going to explode. They planted a bomb. Snuck it in that way.
Sir, I'm going to need more details. Did you plant the bomb?
No, of course not.
Do you know where the bomb is planted?
In the container. Mr. Luther will know where.
Okay.
Oh, unless he doesn't.
Okay.
He might not be
So
aware of it.
She kind of seems like she's panicking, but like she's, and I don't know. This might be obvious to Harold. It might not. She's reading off like a checklist, right? She has in front of her like a bomb threat, like checklist of questions to ask, and she's just running down it. Like she's getting more and more panicked as time goes on, and you know she pauses and says something to someone else, and you can hear stuff going on in the background. But like she's asking you these questions, like what type of bomb is it? When was it planted? Is there a timer? When will it go off? Like she's just it's.
Can Olga download that checklist and answer in response to cause an evacuation?
I mean, look, you can like Olga Google's bomb threat like
Yeah, like Augur.
customer service bomb threat checklist. Like like every workplace I've ever worked at has had one.
Yeah, no,
It's
same.
relatively
Like Augur
straightforward.
wants to answer in the exact way that causes her to hit the evacuation button. Like,
Sure.
Talk.
I think it might even be a minister. Like this is more knowing the appropriate
that's fair.
responses, because like actually saying it is easy. It's knowing what to say in this like very corporate admin setting to trigger the right reaction. So I think this is administer.
Would that be administer? Could I use
High tea? No.
No. Could I use query data
Oh, you want? Yeah.
to get like a +1 or something from this?
Yeah,
Cool.
I think that's fair.
So I will use query data, and I'll spend a point of that magic internet stuff up.
Yeah, commit processing for the scene.
That's the word I was looking for.
You ask one question about a database you have access to. So yeah, you're asking about what what would the correct responses be, right?
Or the incorrect responses.
Yeah, depending on your way of thinking. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
What does that get me? Like a +1?
Yeah.
Intelligence, wisdom?
I'm gonna give in. I think it's intelligence.
Yeah, because it's not really like manipulation, or it's like
Yeah.
very factually like there's a process to this.
Yeah.
7? Or is
Okay.
this?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'll take
I mean,
a
it's
7.
fine. Like that. Once again, degrees of success, which speed of evacuation. Yeah. I mean, I think she gets to the end, and I think she like just you can almost hear it in her voice. Like her voice starts to like quiver, and she like turns to the person next to her and says, "We need to leave now." And like the phone is just put down. It's not hung up. Like she just puts it down, and you can hear the commotion going on inside.
I
And
assume
think,
we hear the alarm go off.
yeah, I think we both through the phone and you know in real life in the distance we hear like an evacuation siren.
Should I send the signal?
Miriam nods. Like, well, don't activate the bomb just yet. 5 minutes.
Okay.
Miriam, have you ever been telepathically connected to?
I don't think so.
You hear a voice in your head. Don't do this.
Yeah, there's no reaction.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that the time passes. This group start doing like very military gear checks. Like everyone is checking the person next to them. They're checking their weapons. They're checking magazines. They're checking armor straps are on tightly. Yeah, like very precise military like pre-operation checks. And then go time happens, and does the bomb go off?
Before, just a question. What
Yeah.
What are the people who attacked us? What were they wearing?
Pretty much the same as this.
Like, what are these guys wearing? Like,
So they've got like kind of civilian clothing, like t-shirt, trousers, boots, and like body armor.
Okay, yeah. Augur is wearing like a very iffy like imitation of what like common thugs wear. There's no, the jester's cap is not there. It's like a hood, like a just a black hood. There's no, like, they're incredibly obscured. The only way you'd be able to tell that they're what they are is if you got a direct look at their face, which is obscured.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Again, Miriam, you hear the voice. It doesn't sound like Tail, though. Don't do this. You don't want to hurt them.
That was it. Yeah. I'm about to say, this is the exact point. Okay, so what we see is like we hear that, and then we cut away, and we see like civilian staff in Blue Sun's hypertech, like all evacuating. And I think by like sheer coincidence, the evacuation spot is right the fuck next to the bomb.
That's great.
But like they're all evacuating and they're all moving out into this like safe distance away. And then hell breaks loose. This explosion goes
Well,
off. It's not huge. It's not amazingly effective.
But it's shrapnel.
But like it's shrapnel, which just I don't think it kills many people, but there are a lot of wounded, screaming civilians now on the floor, like
Yeah, I mean-
clutching their legs, which have just been peppered with shrapnel.
I was thinking like a loud, something that's very loud, that's like unnecessarily loud, causes like a bright flash, and then just shoots shrapnel in everywhere.
I mean, people are flash blinded. They can't see. Their ears are ringing. There's probably like blood from a lot of people's ears. Like it is hell there, but it hasn't killed many people. But that's worse. Like
Yeah. 'Cause now there's a bunch of people who need hospital care.
Yeah. So the guards start to like react to that, and they're moving, and I think we see one of them like kind of move down to help someone, and then the back of their head just explodes as from behind him we see the group moving around the corner, rifles raised, firing at the guards. So let's do that initiative thing, eh?
Yep.
Hot damn. First initiative
Well,
of
you
the
did
campaign.
it, Harold. You actually killed people, and
I didn't kill
everything worked out.
Augur didn't kill anyone.
The bomb killed people. It wasn't Augur.
No, the bomb didn't
Oh,
kill
Augur
anyone.
doesn't kill people. Bombs kill people.
Excuse me, the bomb didn't kill anyone. The people that were there to kill people took advantage of the situation that the bomb caused, and they killed people.
Oh, the bomb definitely killed at least one person.
No, that didn't happen. Don't tell Augur.
There's there's no way the bomb didn't kill a single person.
It was the
I'm
person
gonna
that'd
throw
been there
together-
for like 30 years and had like a heart condition.
Yeah, it's like retiring tomorrow.
Old man with grandkids.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, let me. We're actually gonna move on to a shittily drawn single box combat map.
Oh god damn. Oh my god.
Helps if I track
Unprecedented.
players. Okay, so we need. You guys don't have tokens yet, do you? Not at all. That's right. Just drag your people. Whoops, I'm putting boxes on the map. I don't want to that is.
In the
Thank you.
room or in the box?
You'll be down here. You're starting down this
Oh,
way.
right.
And I'll grab some guards. I'm pretty certain I have some sci-fi tokens I can use here. I should at least. I hope I do. Here we go. Why do some of these tokens have lightsabers?
'Cause it's sci-fi. Star
Yeah,
Wars
but
is
it's-
sci-fi.
It's definitely not sci-fi. Star Wars is not sci-fi. Don't come up with
There's
this Star Wars
nothing
is sci-fi shit.
Except sci-fi and Star Wars.
Star Wars is fantasy.
Look, space is intrinsically sci-fi.
Star Wars is not sci-fi.
Oh, I mean, that's just incorrect. Magic,
Space,
and-
fantasy, and sci-fi are two completely different things.
but Star Wars is hard sci-fi. It's all about the realism
It's
Yeah.
really not.
and the science.
You reckon?
And if there's not magic in my sci-fi,
Yeah.
it's not even really sci-fi.
Do you reckon that
I don't think you know how sci-fi works, Matt.
I mean, I've seen Star Wars, so clearly I know. You can't argue with that.
I really can.
I can't argue with the fact that he has seen Star Wars,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you should probably.
but I can't argue with the fact that Star Wars is not sci-fi.
Oh, that doesn't sound right.
Nor is it that good. Even that good.
No, I'm pretty sure I just said it as sci-fi though.
Which
You're
clearly means
entitled
he's
to your
correct.
incorrect opinion.
Thank you.
As I said, incorrect opinion.
No, I didn't hear that last part.
Sure you did.
What?
Okay. We have a very shittily drawn,
I like
hastily
it.
thrown together combat map.
I'm gonna hide
who
behind
isn't
It's all I
something.
do on RDM.
I
Who-
want
who
full
isn't
cover,
here?
Liam.
Oh, there isn't cover here. You are rushing across open ground.
Oh, I'm staying back
Um,
then. I'm not rushing anywhere.
Mm,
Liam, when I DM, I literally draw the map as they go through rooms. They open a door, I draw it.
who's in here? Who we got?
Wait,
This is Tail.
didn't they say
you-
Purple dot is Miriam.
That's what I thought. I'm just gonna put. Yeah, thank you. That's exactly what I was looking to do.
Where's Augur and Green? Green clearly
is
needs the
supposed to be
green dot.
next to you. Yeah. Green is supposedly next to you.
Yeah, there we go. And Olga, if you can just pick a color, because you and Miriam in row 20 are very close to each other color-wise. So if you just pick a different color, and that can be you.
I'm gonna pick the stopwatch because of time.
No.
Yeah, okay. Why the fuck not?
Oh, you're right, green.
You
I'll
can't
just
be
red.
green because green is green.
I'll just be red instead.
Red and purple.
Okay, let's clear the
I miss gold.
turn order. You missed God. That's a sentence. All right.
I
Sweet.
know some people that
okay,
can reunite you with God.
God was a great guy.
Can you actually wait? I can do it this way, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just right click on the tokens and add to order.
Yeah, but who? They're all the same.
Hmm?
Who's who? Oh, it has your
the
name under it.
colors. Yeah.
We don't see each other's names. We just see our own name.
8. That's fine.
Green
just
doesn't
know
have a
which colors
character
it
sheet,
is.
so just use them as a generic warrior for now.
Yeah. Can you roll just initiative room, please?
What is generic warrior initiative?
+1.
Helps if I can type. 5.
Thank you. Damn, Marion, didn't roll great on the old initiative, did you?
My God.
I don't need to roll great. I'm supposed to just provide ranged support.
So since Green is my NPC, do I do all of his roles?
I mean, you can,
Okay.
yeah.
To the
Okay.
generic warrior page.
And let's roll for guards.
What page is that on, Liam?
There is a page for NPCs, generic NPCs.
Yeah, but what page?
I'm pulling it up in a second. I'm just adding the
Okay.
Blue Suns
I thought you would have already been on it since you're DMing shit.
Hypertech.
Shots fired.
Useless DM.
What are you looking for, Quack?
What page that generic NPCs are on for their stats?
Everybody's on fucking turn 5.
Oh God. I used that.
I'm a cool thugs.
You're a thug.
Thugs. Question. Thugs.
Yeah, should I put question marks? Maybe I'll put
It
question
should be
marks.
in brackets and question mark.
Thugs.
Thugs?
Yeah, that's Matt. That's exactly what I'm doing. Thugs.
Thugs?
Let's see what they roll. 8 plus 1. Oh, hefty 9.
Hefty 9. Oh, I like
Hefty.
that.
It was hefty.
Oh, did I roll an 8? Oh, damn.
All right, we are descending turn order.
That
And
8. Ooh.
Thugs, go first.
I love that.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, let me get to the page so I can tell you what page that is.
Found it. It is page 195.
Wow, I turned exactly to that page. I
Good
am
work.
just that good. All right, awesome.
So that means you used alternate outcome, Liam.
No,
Maybe.
probably opened that page several times before, so the book's probably bent
No.
to it.
It's definitely
Probably,
because
yeah.
he's a
I have
psychic
used this
precog.
page a lot. Yeah, I'm definitely precog. That's just how GMing works. You just are a precog.
So
Yep.
of these NPCs, what would green be?
Green. Let's give him veteran fighter. We'll give
Okay.
him that. He can be a veteran.
Aw.
All right.
I'll give him actual stat block later.
Yeah. I mean, I can do that. It shouldn't be too hard to do. All right. Cool. Let's do this. So the thugs, are gonna kick things off, and they're just gonna start firing at the Blue Suns hypertech.
You mean bisht?
The bushed. I'm just gonna roll a bunch of rolls for them. Yep.
There should be Blue Sun's interstellar hypertech.
There should really be mass
Maybe-
combat in this system.
But if there were Blue Sun's interstellar hypertech, they'd be B shit.
Yeah, these guys are really shit.
Yeesh.
That's why it should
Yeesh.
be. Oh, that's the thug's name. Never mind.
Ogre was right for calling them out.
Although, no, they didn't hit. Ignore me. Yeah, they almost. So like they're running forward and they're firing, and it's just they are straight up missing. Augur?
Is
Walker?
there something I can hide behind?
Not really. This is relatively old. Like this is intentionally cleared ground between Blue Suns and the town.
Is
Yeah, it'd be a
there?
pretty god awful corporation if they didn't have.
Is the?
Yeah,
actually-
this is their security perimeter, right? Like this is their intentionally cleared boundary.
Is there a defensive action or something?
I'm
I'm pretty sure there
actions
is.
in combat because there is a page.
I'm looking now.
For...
Total defense.
Yeah.
As an instant
I think
action,
that's
the
melee
combatant
only.
focuses on nothing other than avoiding knives, gunfire, hurled crystalline spears, or other perils in the vicinity. Using the total defense costs you the main action, and they become immune to shock damage for the round from melee weapons. So it's +2 to their armor class, +2 to armor class.
I just want to make it very clear that at some point during this campaign, you will absolutely have crystalline spears hurled at you.
Yeah.
Why
Just
is
wanna
that
point
in
that
the
out now.
list?
No, because
Why
it's going to
is that-
happen now. Because now it has to happen.
No,
At
My
some
question is,
point, you
why
are
was
going to
that
have
specifically
happen.
set? Why was that specifically mentioned? That just seems like a very strange thing to mention in that list.
I love it.
I know.
absolutely love it.
So it's either to use total defense or go prone.
Matt,
Yep.
what page?
I mean, go prone is basically the same thing, except it's better.
Matt, what page you on?
It's the exact same.
But
Matt,
Apart
what page
from-
you on?
51.
Okay.
It's the exact same, not. It's -2
Yeah, I mean,
penalty
apart
to
from
hit them.
total defense is better if someone gets into melee combat with you, which probably isn't going to happen
Yeah, like it's the exact
Yeah.
same.
because total defense ignores shock damage. So
I mean, part of it is also move action is like,
I guess it is a move. Yeah. Am I
Hmm.
able to like move at the end of the move with everyone else? Because I imagine like we're gonna run up at the end. Like everyone's gonna run up. I want to stay like exactly where I am behind Miriam.
yeah, I mean,
You can
you
hold
get-
your
so-
turn.
yeah, look, let's. This is the first time we've done combat this season. So let's go through like what you get in combat, right? Let's relearn what happens in combat. So reading directly from the book, we've determined initiative, so we've done that. No one was surprised. We don't have to worry about that. When an actor's turn comes up in a round, they may perform actions. Actions are divided up into 4 different categories. Main actions, moves, on turn, or instant. Main actions are once per turn. You get 1 of those per turn. Move actions, 1 per turn. On turn actions is any amount per turn. Instant actions is any amount, anytime. So you can, if you want, defend, which would be a
Instant action into a main action.
so instant action. Using total defense cost their main action.
Yeah.
So it happens instantly. You can just use it. It costs your main action, but you still have your move action.
Okay. So I can use
can
that
still move.
later when everyone else has moved.
Yeah. I mean,
Like that's
you
the
can,
way I like it. You can use your actions at different times.
Choosing
you can
to hold an action, you can come back and delay the rest of their action until later in turn. Outcome is instant. That's a hero.
You would think we've known these rules after playing this game for almost 4 years now.
Might use the move actions.
Yeah.
Well,
So
use combat that
holding an
much.
action costs your move action.
But I want to hold my move action.
Can't.
So you, okay. I don't. Okay. Okay. For now. Okay. For now. I'll look at that later and come with disputes.
I mean, it literally look.
I believe
Move action 1 per turn. You get 1 move action per turn. To hold an action costs your move action.
So you can't split your move action up at all.
Apparently not.
no.
That's a terrible system. It's all right. We'll figure it out later. Or like,
Or prone characters move at half the rate. So if you wanted a prone, you could prone and then move half.
yeah,
Belly crawl.
Which is
I'm
fine.
just not gonna move. I'm
Okay.
taking cover behind Miriam.
Yeah, right. All right. So you're taking total defense?
Yep.
Tail.
That bumps my AC up. by 2.
Question:
AC up.
Is Miriam currently in physical danger or a traumatic situation?
Physical danger? Not traumatic?
Then I make Miriam forget how to fire her gun.
Telepath can make a target for telepath contact. Simply not think about something. With presence of telepath, possibility of committing violence. Point dimension. Technique requires an
Like I make her
effort to
forget that
make-
she wants to kill people here.
Target gets a mental saving throw.
Well, that's
If failed, and the thought remains unthinkable for the rest of the scene, unless the target perceives. Yeah. Okay. So, no. I'm gonna tell you it's not worth it. You can do it, like you can still do it, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna explain why it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Because the target gets a mental saving throw. If failed, the thought remains unthinkable for the rest of the scene unless the target perceives physical danger. So it would
Yeah.
be unthinkable unless the target perceives they are in physical danger, which she is. She's being shot at. So you can do it, absolutely. And for the next turn, she won't be able to do anything. Right?
well, she can
Because she's
still
a
do it,
player.
like, yeah.
Well, yeah, just can't shoot. So
Yeah.
basically, if you want to do it, feel free. It just means that on this turn, because she'll act before the Blue Sun's Hypertech guards, because players break ties. So she will act. On her action, she won't be able to shoot anyone. Then she'll get shot at. And at that point, she will be able to then shoot again.
Like on her next turn.
On her next turn. So you'd stop her for a turn. If you still want to do it. For
Like
free.
it's what
Just
Tail
mute.
would do, so it's what I am gonna do.
Yeah, mental saving for a mirror.
It doesn't matter anyway.
Passes.
Hold up.
You feel
Hold up.
you
I'm
feel
going to use
Oh,
alternate
person.
outcome to make her re-roll that.
What?
Okay. Can you just put alternate outcome in the
Yeah.
click it so it goes in the chat so we can all see what you're using. Yeah, alternate outcome is an instant action. The precog can target a visible ally or herself, commit effort for the
Taking
day.
the best of the two rolls, so even if I fail, I get to pick
Yeah.
that
But I
failed.
feel like you can use this on people that you don't like, and I just haven't put it in here. Let me check the book.
Let's have a look. We'll check the book.
I thought it used to be the worst of two rolls in the last edition.
No,
That's
it wasn't the
something
best.
else, I'm pretty sure, right? That's a different role.
would it be the best of the rolls depending on the situation you want it to be?
No, so that's precog, right? Negative probabilities. So there's an ability in precog called cursed luck. which is
Okay.
negative probabilities are woven tightly around a visible animated.
Oh, that's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah, including
Yeah.
robots. Blah 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 blah. Triggering technique requires main action and committing effort. The target must reroll any attack dice, damage roll, skill checks, and saving throws twice, and take the worst result each time.
Yeah, never
So
mind.
Yeah,
I
man,
don't
why
do
didn't
that
you take
it's
that
a
one?
different skill.
because it's level 3.
Ah,
I don't do that
Yeah.
then, obviously, because
Yeah, all good.
but yeah,
Okay.
You don't
Miriam,
want
you
to
feel
help him pass better, which you can't. But you don't want to do
Miriam,
that.
you feel a intrusion in your mind for a second, but you just blow it off. You feel like
Yeah,
you don't want to
you're
do
in
something,
combat
but then it
mode,
suddenly
right?
goes away.
Yep.
You're in combat mode. This isn't whatever that was. Doesn't matter.
Hmm.
It didn't work. That's all that matters.
And then
Miriam?
Tail just hides behind Green.
Okay,
it's a good plan.
Miriam, you break ties, so you go.
Okay. So there's this psychic intrusion, and you're just like,
No,
because
it's not,
that's how
Tail
it
doesn't
works.
obviously move or anything when she does it.
Yeah, but like, Tail is consciously trying to prevent Miriam from doing a thing,
Yeah.
and then Miriam just, flourishes
someone in
her
the head.
sniper rifle. Gets
Also,
in a
unless
prone position.
unless you're a meta siphon, you don't know it's Tail doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, visibly from the audience perspective, that's what we
Yeah,
see.
you can suspect she's doing it, but you don't know.
Tails.
She doesn't care. Like
Yeah.
as players and audience members, this is what we
Mm.
see.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's,
You also hear another whisper. You don't want to do this. Stop it now.
As probably a guard's head explodes. Do you want to roll for that?
yeah, sure. Let's go. Going prone is +2, right? Yeah, reload weapon. Go prone. No, it's just yeah. There's no bonus here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. A
It's a
guard.
20. It's a 20.
A guard just fucking, like, once again, head just and collapses to the ground.
Yeah, this
Um,
massive beast of a sniper rifle
So
barks out a massive roar, and you see a shell the size of your hand plop out of the receiver, and one of them just kind of like, you just hear like the building like ting, and you see blood, and someone's just like, oh god.
in season 2 and/or 1, we established that rolling a 20 on an attack roll doubles the
He's
damage.
dead. He's
yeah, this person's he was dead before double damage.
But can you please roll extra dice to see how much extra he dies by?
Yeah, okay,
Alright.
do it.
Nice.
Yeah. This person is very, very dead.
A lot of damage.
Yeah.
You guys can ignore this. I'm just rolling stats for Green.
Okay. The Blue Suns Hypertech are gonna shoot. The first two is gonna be at the thugs.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which one hits? Dealing. What the fuck weapons do these guys have? What do I want? What's the damage on a normal rifle?
Green has decent stats.
8, I think. Why can I never find the page I'm looking for? Here we go. Nope, that's heavy weapons. They definitely don't have, railguns and vortex cannons. Unless you guys want them to.
No. I think we're good.
No, okay.
No.
Yeah.
Alright. Just making sure.
Would Green have security or woven that he stole from the ship?
Combat field uniform.
Okay.
Okay. They have combat rifles. It's a D12. Oops, that's not how you roll dice.
Sure it is.
3 damage. Absolutely spectacular.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to carry a sword suit in our armory, sadly.
Yeah, I said no to that. I wonder why. Okay, sweet. The next two, yeah, I mean they'll continue to fire at
The credible threat.
bugs.
I mean, they see us as a credible us, as in the whole group, as a credible
Yeah,
threat.
but
They don't
I
really.
feel like there's people that are holding weapons and firing them, and then there's people that aren't.
Oh yeah, Miriam's taking a few shots here. 100%. She just blew someone's head off,
Oh, that's
and
fair.
they recognize an executioner, and that's the biggest threat on this field.
Yep.
There are pluses and minuses to wearing that sort of gear. Oh, the damage rolls. What is going on? I rolled too many, but the last one was the best, so they don't get the last one. That's atrocious. For a grand total of 4 damage.
Wow, that's impressive.
And I think the last 4 are all gonna fire at you, Miriam.
All right.
Damn.
You're,
They have to roll a 19 or higher.
Yeah, you're the biggest threat in this field, so
19.
1.
Before the
Would-
max damage.
Would green be the same level as us or one level lower?
Green's an NPC.
lower.
Yeah.
7 damage.
Yeah, so I think we see this hail of gunfire like clatter off of Miriam's armor. And one, I think it might even be the last shot we see. So like we see like ching ching ching, there's all these bullets kind of clatter off Miriam's armor, and the last one just punches through like a shoulder or something, like in the fleshy part here. Do you even react, Miriam?
No, I think there's just
Yeah.
this. There's the shot happens, but there's just like the rocking back and forth because of impact,
Yeah.
and that's it.
Yeah, cool. And I think we just see like this like thin trail of blood kind of leak before this suit just like reseals over the
And I
bullet.
think what you see is like the scope of the sniper rifle just targets the guy who shot.
Hell yeah. Okay.
You look through, the camera's in the scope looking at that guy's head.
Yeah.
Yeah, green. Shoot one.
Green takes a step away from tail, takes tail's gun and shoots. If I have the right thing set.
Yeah, hits.
He shoots around whoever's closest.
Yeah, I mean the one in front just drops, and the bullet
Mm.
hits him probably center mass and just keels over.
And then
The
he'd apologise to Tail for having to do it.
thugs.
Yeah.
I love that. It's so stupid.
Advance, you assholes.
are gonna move forward. So they're gonna move their 10 meters. Where's the fucking roller? How many squares is this?
I think it's
Nah, fuck it. I don't even think they're gonna shoot. These guys are just gonna fucking bum rush them.
Bum rush.
They're gonna move 20 meters. Use all of their movement. And they're just gonna fucking. Let's go. Yeah, and these guys kind of like they push the rifles down and they're just gonna run. They're better close than they are far. Olga?
Augur is gonna. Can I drop prone and do total defense?
That's
That is a
called
move
turtle
action and a
defense.
main action. Yep.
I'm gonna.
Matt,
turtle
that's called
defense.
turtle
Yep,
defense.
I'm turtle defensing.
Olga casts to the ground and just curls up in the fetal position. And just like laying there as bullets fucking you see like a bullet like clip off the dirt either side of him.
Yeah, so we.
I did say green move forward.
Like, at first, we see Augur like standing there ready to dodge the bullets because like that's something they can do. Then they see Miriam drop to the ground, and they're like, "Fuck, my cover's gone." So they just drop to the ground behind her and just sitting there like looking like fuck with their hands on their heads.
Yeah, sweet. Teo?
Is Miriam actually hurt?
I mean,
You saw blood.
yeah, you saw an impact happen, but the suit
She
sort of
didn't
resealed
react.
itself.
Yeah, the suit is resealed and she didn't react massively negatively, but you saw blood.
Well, in that case, Tail would make. I don't know what Tail would actually do here because she knows she can't really make Miriam not fight anymore.
Yeah, that failed.
Yeah.
Miriam is no longer a person. She is a weapon.
Yeah.
And she has been pointed at a target.
Tail starts whispering to herself. She asks the Void what would happen if she shot Miriam in the back of the leg, trying to disable her out of the combat.
I mean, I can tell you what happens.
Yeah, Miriam, you want to answer that?
You see the massive barrel just swing towards you, and then there's a black void in front of it.
She just curls up into a ball.
she takes the auger strategy.
It's a good strategy.
It's a valid strategy.
Yeah, man. All right, sweet.
I mean, I'm getting +4 to my AC
Miriam?
right now. It's great.
You see Miriam produce from her belt. I want to produce a smoke grenade, but I don't know if it's actually a thing.
Let's have a look.
Do you have a smoke grenade on your character sheet?
Well, you see, there's an armory that has a bunch of things.
Yeah, we have an armory, which is fine. Like
the armory has access to all basic weaponry.
Oh, can we
I'm
just
more than
have
happy
stuff
to
from
say
that?
Yeah.
Well, shit.
Because of the armor, you have access to all basic tier 4 weaponry.
I just want to make sure. I want to see if it's actually a thing in the game. If not, we can make something up.
I doubt it is.
I'm happy to make something up.
Something you're
I
gonna
think
have to make
that
on
is
your own.
how it works. I'm just not certain.
Yeah, it has grenades, but it doesn't have like.
Yeah, there's not any sort of like special type. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy to say that like anyone obscured by the smoke grenade gets +2 AC.
Sweet.
That seems to fit within the balance of the rules they've created here. So I'm happy to house all that.
Yeah. So she basically like chucks a smoke grenade like in front of her to not only obscure her but also some of these guards.
Yeah, sure.
And that's her
So that would be
regular
your
action.
that would be your main action.
And then she reloads. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, we have access to all tier 4 weapons.
All right, the Blue Sun's hypertech. First 3 gonna shoot at the guards, the thugs.
So technically, if we wanted, we could have an assault suit.
No, Liam said no.
Yeah, I know. I was joking.
These 3 have obscurement. Yeah, these 3.
Yeah, I mean it missed.
But we do have access to a plasma cannon.
4. So the last 3, Miriam, they can't actually hit you, but they shoot at you. Because you're obscured, you get +2 AC, which brings your AC to 21.
21, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we have.
So wait, they'd have to hit 21 to hit you, or they have to hit 22 to hit you?
21. It's on AC.
Yeah, 21.
They can hit.
Can hit me.
They're gonna shoot.
I would just like to mention most of the heavy weaponry is tier 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, but heavy weaponry isn't what it says you can have. It's standard weaponry, and there's a reason heavy weaponry is in a very different category to that.
So we're not allowed a railgun?
No. Rocket
Not allowed
launchers
buying
are
one.
fine.
You can buy one yourself. Yeah, they all miss. They all like I don't even think they come close enough. They puff into the ground around you, and they miss. Green.
Green takes another shot, not a kill shot, an incapacitation shot. So I think that's a thing in this game, isn't it?
What is Matt trying to kill?
Time. Trying to kill time.
I think he's lost it. I don't want to do anything until I see what he's trying to catch.
Just shoot.
Yeah. Yep. He takes a shot for a knock for like basically incapacitation, not kill.
A guard drops to the ground.
And yeah, that's all he does. What the fuck is Matt doing?
The thugs? Question mark. I gotta run again.
The thugs?
The thugs? It's like bees?
He ordered the bees.
Olga, you hiding again?
Turtle defense.
I'm gonna go with yeah. Tail?
I got it, by the way.
Mosquito?
What was it?
It was a
You
moth.
let it go.
Yeah, I lost it.
It was a moth.
Tail?
I'm just laughing. Sorry. I want to do something, but Tail doesn't want to do something. So Tail turtles.
Okay. Miriam?
Yeah, time to shoot. Let's see.
And this is why we brought green.
Like a guard, any guard.
The guy who shot me.
Yeah.
One of
thought so.
those four. Yeah.
Matt, squish it.
Yeah, the guard who shot you, like, once again, head just collapses to the ground. Okay. Blue Suns, the dwindling amount that are left. Let's see if they remain in the fight, shall we? Because I forget which page morale is on every time we use it.
Did you kill it?
59.
Of course not. I let it go.
59.
It was a moth, Matt. You probably killed it.
Gently let it go.
If equal or less than their morale score, they keep fighting. Otherwise, they flee. 2d6.
2d6. Yeah.
So if you're using one of the NPC sheets, it should say morale on there.
It does. I'm just finding out what that value is.
Did we die yet?
No.
Nope.
Yeah, that's great. So equal to or less than they run, or equal to or less than they stay?
I think it said equal to or less than.
They run?
If equal or less than the morale score, they'll keep fighting. Otherwise, they flee. Withdraw or surrender. So you pick how they react.
They throw their weapons to the ground and run.
Liam, you rolled a D26.
Oh, I did. No.
Yeah, also they check morale after first casualty or half. So
they stick around.
Yeah.
Just.
They stick
is
around.
Yeah, equal to or less than they stay. So yes, they stay.
Yep.
All right, they're gonna shoot.
Yep.
Kind of same deal. First three are gonna be at the guards. Last two at Miriam.
Just saying, why aren't they shooting at green?
Because green isn't really a threat.
He's incapacitated two of them. Ooh.
Yikes.
Killed one. You didn't say the first one was incapacitating.
Yeah. I should have, but yeah.
I don't think green cares.
Green cares what Tail thinks.
One of the thugs is. One of the
Was
thugs?
that natural 20 me, or was it someone else?
No. This is against the guards.
Well,
Oh, right.
definitely double damage then. I wasn't going to bring it up if it was Miriam, but definitely double
I've
damage.
already rolled it, mate. I've already rolled it.
Oh, was it 2D?
I mean, I'm a
I see.
There's a reason I'm a warrior.
Oh yeah, you just showed it off. Yeah.
Warriors.
And another thug, like both, like they line up, and two thugs just hit the ground.
I've never seen that movie.
17 damage. Fuck.
You ready, Miriam?
Yep.
Nice.
They both missed. You good?
Oh,
Failed.
The I'm gonna say the smoke lasts for 2 turns. So the
yeah,
smoke
that
goes
makes
away.
sense.
All right.
12 seconds.
Green. 12 seconds. I think that sounds about right. Right?
Yeah.
Taking another shot at another guard to incapacitate.
The guy drops.
He's a very surprisingly good shot.
I mean, he's green, right?
Yeah. But he's been rolling like that was a natural 20.
Hmm.
The last
that guy
one was
just
a
explodes.
19. Like he's been rolling well.
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy just explodes in viscera.
Except he
Does?
doesn't. What does he? Does he explode into
He
viscera?
got a nat 20.
He does.
So he dies?
Yeah.
Green kills the person?
He's already killed one.
I mean,
That's
guns
number 2.
do kill people. There's no non-lethal, really.
Yeah, as if you shoot the limbs.
Olga, you hiding, bro? Olga.
Oh, I have...
Turtle?
No, I'm going to do something really
Total
cool.
defense?
No, something really
Yeah?
cool here. I'm going to stay prone and
Yeah?
take total defense.
Yeah. Total defense.
Yeah.
Teo? Let me guess.
I'm gonna roll luck to check if I have a smoke grenade.
Yeah, go for it.
I do not have a smoke grenade. So I turtle.
There you go.
I mean, I have a lot of smoke grenades.
Turtle
We
it
should
is.
let one off at our feet.
Miriam?
Right?
Matt, let a smoke grenade off at our feet.
I haven't been hit yet. That doesn't seem necessary.
Reload and shoot.
Oh, good. One drops dead. And I'm gonna roll morale for every casualty they take from this point.
How much ammo does your gun hold?
It holds only 1 bullet, so every
Ah.
time I kill someone, I have to reload.
Okay.
Yeah, snipers
They
are
remain in
meant
the
for
fight.
long-range, non-firefight
Yeah.
combat.
Yeah, technically I should be like at least 500 meters this other way.
This is non-optimal.
They miss, and the one at Miriam.
So Matt, I'm just questioning, do you have a goal for this?
For
Not killing things?
no,
You should.
there's no challenge to that. Like, I don't think you can get experience from just not killing anything.
If it endangers the group or the mission, it can.
That's true.
Green takes a shot at anyone who looks like they're going to shoot.
All of
That's
them?
the wrong character
Any
sheet.
of them?
Yeah.
Seems good.
He kills another one. Because Green is too good of a shot.
Another one drops dead. Another one bites dust. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah, he's got
These guys
12
are-
damage on basically all the rolls he's done as well.
Look, these guards, right? They are not running. They're down to the last 2 people. They have lost a good number of their squad.
They're just
But-
like, I'll get benefits.
Yeah, they're like,
Yeah, they're either being blackmailed really
Wait,
hard.
I just looked at all of his all of his rolls. Green has rolled 12 for the damage.
they ain't gonna run. They're gonna move up and they're gonna shoot the last 2 guards. 1 hit. A second hit. Oh, it's 3 of them. I need to roll more. The last one missed. Of course it does. First. Oh, damn. These damage rolls, man. Oh, ignore the last. 1 more of the guards go down. Come on. Let me do the thing. Yeah, 1 more guard goes down and the other is wounded. And let's see if this last dude, this last wounded soldier sticks around, shall we?
You just love rolling morale checks.
Yeah.
Sticks around.
Olga turtles. Tail.
Olga
Turtles.
stands up.
Miriam kills the last person.
No, she actually just gets up and starts running forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
Olga stands up.
Yeah,
Run
okay.
10 meters. So
Can Olga just move their turn to do stuff after Miriam? Never mind. Never mind. I should take that back.
how far can I run if I double move?
So it's 10 minutes each time. It's 20 minutes.
That seems like nothing.
You reckon you can move more than 20 meters in 6 seconds?
No, but in other games, there's more.
So like here.
Yeah.
Yep. That's
Sweet.
Yeah, that's her turn.
Yeah.
Guards.
Yeah. The last guard. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot one of the people right in front of him.
And miss.
Yeah.
They're,
Poor bastard.
what's the word I'm looking for?
Green finished this.
Yeah, Green finishes him.
Just end this. End this charade. Yeah.
Another 12
Yeah.
damage.
He's lost.
They're very
Cool.
tenacious about not running away, but not good at shooting.
Yeah, man. I don't look. They should have run away a long time ago, and they didn't. And I respect them for that, but they should have run. They really should have run. Yeah.
Question,
Okay.
Was one of the thugs who killed the leader?
No.
So I
Oh.
think as Olga stands up and Green fires this last round and the guy like collapses to the ground, like we see a visual or a scene very, very, very similar to that vision Olga had of everyone just being dead. Like this is one of
I
the
think so.
outcomes. Everyone in the front gates just dies.
I think it is. Yeah. So the remaining thugs walk up and just like execute anyone who's still alive.
You just see a bunch of workers, like personnel off to one side, and are just like medic.
Yeah, they're like screaming. They're wounded. They want help. And yeah, these thugs, like mercilessly just walk over, just one shot each. People try to like crawl away, but yeah, nah, it is. It's a massacre, which is exactly what they're going for. Yeah, and then they. What are you guys doing? This takes a few minutes. What are you
Olga
doing
helps
this time?
Tail stand up. Like they reach a hand down.
She's visibly shaking as she stands.
Oh man.
It's okay, Tail.
3.
It's over now. Well, for now at least.
But it's not. They want to go inside.
Sometimes there is no choice.
I don't want to do this.
You can
If
go
you
back to the
notice, Tail's actually unarmed. She doesn't have a weapon with her.
Yeah, neither does Olga.
I mean, yeah, Miriam basically has made her way to the building, and she's gonna sneak inside.
Olga's trying to help
Okay.
like calm Tail down and like walking towards the building with her.
You're
Yeah.
kind of pushing her towards the building.
Not pushing,
massacre.
leading. Like
Yeah,
just
like
trying to distract her.
gently
from, like, the
leading.
death.
Yeah. Okay. So Miriam, you're gonna try and sneak inside.
Yep.
Cool.
Miriam, you hear crying in your head.
Fuck.
Jeez.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, Miriam. Can you roll me sort of check to see if you sneak past the thugs?
Yeah, sure. 11.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, so you manage to sneak in. I think you hear, like, from in front of you, you hear combat. You hear gunfire.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I suppose she will take stock of the situation and just sort of scout ahead,
Yeah, okay.
trying to
Sweet.
see if there's any obstacle from this place to combat.
Yeah, no. So, like, as you walk in, you are greeted by the scenes of death. Like, these hallways are coated in blood, pockmarked with guns, like gunshot holes, and the marks of explosions. You see, dead everywhere. Security, civilian, all blue sun.
Okay, so basically, because she's sneaking, the combat is still going on.
Yeah.
If she can't get there before the fighting is. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah.
Yeah. So
I think what you
as
see
probably
is
yeah. You go.
yeah. So I think what you see is just like the door to the foyer where she entered is open, and the thugs are still cleaning up while she's walking ahead, and you see Tail and
Yeah.
the rest coming on in, and you just hear like way back in the area behind where Tail and them are, you just hear like the sound of an RC car.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
Does the
So yeah,
car
I mean,
go past Tail?
No.
I think we see Tail and it's. I mean, it's up to you guys, but you guys can walk in here if you want.
If Augur's leading, Tail's following.
Have the thugs walked in yet?
No.
I'm gonna use Oracle.
To see what will happen if you kill the thugs.
What happens if we follow the thugs into the building?
The
What do I
thugs
see?
aren't going in the building.
The
Okay.
thugs are standing outside.
Okay. So I just see us standing there.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the I'll allow you to rephrase that if you want. But if that's the question you asked,
Yeah.
that's not a
What
possible
happens
future.
when we go into if we go into the building?
You see a confrontation with Sandy.
Say again.
You see a confrontation with Sandy. I think you probably see like Miriam making her way into like this carnal house. And then someone has placed a gun to the back of her head. And it's Sandy. She's in equipment that looks a lot like Miriam's. Not exactly the same, but similar design spec.
Can I use data query to gain more information about something in the scene? We did this yeah. So I want to.
Yeah. You just have to
It
ask.
takes
Like,
2 of your data points.
Ask us, and ask a specific question about that scene. And then,
Yeah. What armor is Sandy wearing? Like what like? What's the lore behind it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's not executioner armor. It's not the same armor that that Miriam is wearing. It is probably the armor that inspired the executioner armor. It's a lot less high tech than Miriam's. It's a people have called it a lot of different things. A stealth suit, a chameleon suit. Like the whole point is for like stealth infiltration. The like executioner armor takes everything the stealth suit is and improves it. But this is similar design spec and similar purpose.
Executioner's Mark II, basically.
Yeah.
Simple. To make it simple.
Is it something that is like available to anyone, or was it like a specific military purpose? Like, was it like there are specific people that used it, or a group of people that used it?
A lot of people have used it's special forces mainly.
Okay.
If you're talking about a military or a paramilitary organization, this is their special operations group. This
So
is
like
their,
no one specific one.
not really.
Okay.
A lot of them use it, from counterintelligence to special operations to
Do I have comms to Miriam?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would assume so.
I would assume so. Yeah.
I have comms to Miriam.
Yeah,
Inside
you
her
hear
head.
in your ear, Miriam. Be careful, Miriam. Sandy's in there. She's gonna ambush you, or try to. She's wearing some.
You did get the
Armor.
exact model.
Do I know the exact model?
I think so. I think that's what the data query gets you.
Okay, cool. She has whatever it's called equipped. It's inspiration for your armor, or one of them.
It's like high-end stealth tech. It's just not executioner high-end stealth tech.
Something that your armor is based off of.
Yeah, I suppose she queries you and she's like, "You coming in or are you staying outside?"
We're coming in. It's just a little slow. Pale's a bit overwhelmed. But she'll come in. She'll be fine.
Yeah. So with that warning, Miriam is gonna keep an eye out for stealthy Sandy.
Yeah. Okay. So can you roll me? You roll me a notice with a +2.
All right. Oh. I think you still enabled me to re-roll this. Yeah, you did not
Yep.
specify the re-roll requirement, so
Yep,
I can
You
re-roll.
get your reroll. Yeah.
What's this?
Warrior bullshit.
No, it's
Executioner bullshit.
Executioner bullshit.
Yeah, no, I know.
Martian
but like,
bullshit.
gonna expound upon that so we can get the stuff behind it.
So yeah, when Liam said it's Mark II, it's literally Mark II, as in the Executioner weapon system has several benefits. The mask itself has a particular one that lets you re-roll notice checks and take the better.
Cool.
Where's my fancy shit, Liam?
Ask for it. And you're a
I will,
psychic. Fuck off.
I want to, but I'm not high enough level yet.
Fuck off. You're a psychic.
See, I'm not high enough level for what I want to ask for yet.
There's your fancy shit. It's called psychic.
Yeah, I asked specifically to be Omega Warrior 72.
And I nerfed his original ask as well.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
This isn't as good as it could have been.
I saw what not asked for originally.
I didn't.
Yeah, okay. 13. Yeah, I mean you walk into as you enter this room, you know she's there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Don't see her, but I know she's there.
Yeah.
The only thing I want to not have happen is she actually comes up behind me. So long as I know she's not behind me, that should be fine.
No. Yeah, she's not behind you. She's in the room. If you are essentially the decision here is whether you act like you know or whether you don't. If you don't act like you know, she's gonna come up behind you and put a gun to the back of your head. If you act like you know, she'll do something different.
Oh man.
You know regardless. So you're not going to be surprised by any of this. She's not going to get any sort of action against you. It'll just be the moves she makes in the next few seconds will vary on how you act.
Yeah, I think she lets her know that she knows that she
Okay.
knows.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. So yeah, I think what do you do? How do you do that?
I think it's like the rifle gets discarded for the pistol, and it's literally aimed at the spot where she would
Cool.
normally approach.
Yeah, awesome. So I think what we see is like Miriam walks into the room and she like puts her rifle aside. I don't know how much, like, does she lean it against the wall or something, or does she just like throw it to the side?
No, it's like put it on the ground and then
Cool.
pull out the gun. And
Yeah. So we see Miriam enter the room. She places the rifle down on the ground. She draws her pistol and, like, without even looking, she just points the pistol at this patch of shadow that's in the room. And I think from that we hear, "So you are as good as they say you are."
Oh,
And
man.
the shadow moves and reveals a human in matte black armor, matte black form-fitting
Mad blah
armor.
blah.
And I think like, now that she's there, she like reaches up and like clicks something beneath her jawline, and like pulls forward the helmet. Unlike the Martian stuff, it's not eccentric. It doesn't have any sort of like skull or anything like that. It's just a plain black sheet kind of helmet. And then she like clips off and reaches up. So she's still like, stopped like here and down. This is this form-fitting black suit. She says, "So, what's the game plan, Executioner?"
I think she says, "Oh man." I think she says, "Well, you changed the plan for me, though that was not unexpected."
She smiles. "I'm sorry. Couldn't exactly trust. This is a valuable operation for me."
You paid a lot of men.
"A lot of money. It's a shame most of them won't live to collect it."
Ah, well, that's the details in the fine print. It is their own fault if they did not have a way to collect it post-mortem.
She smiles. "Most of them aren't that intelligent."
Ah, but they are not thugs.
"No. They are private security. But only the best this world has to offer, which is a far cry from actually being useful."
I should
You
ask you
saw
the
them.
thing
You know.
I didn't ask you before.
She gestures like, "Go ahead. We have nothing but time. I'm assuming your friends are on the way down."
Yes. Will this damage Blue Sun's hypertech to the point where they will discard this world?
She looks at you and says, "It'll damage them to the point they need a buyout. A new investor."
Ah, your employer, I presume.
A good assumption.
She shrugs. Well, so long as I don't get sued.
You're not legally connected to this in any way. None of us are, really.
I suppose not. Well,
I think this is the point where Teo and Olga enter the scene.
Green's probably with us as well.
So what we see, I guess, to set the scene for you two and for the audience, are you still pointing the pistol at this at Sandy, Miriam?
It's not pointed at her, but it's
In her
pointed
direction. Yeah,
in
okay.
her direction.
Yeah. So we see like a battlefield, right? Is the only way I can really describe it. This is whatever this room used to be. It isn't that anymore. There are remains of kind of undescribable shattered furniture and furnishings. The walls are pockmarked with bullet holes. There are bodies everywhere. And kind of standing near where part of one wall has collapsed, Sandy has stepped forward. She's removed her helmet. Her helmet is in one hand. And Miriam has a pistol drawn and pointed in the same direction. I think for Tail, looking at this, you probably can't tell the difference between their armors, apart from Miriam's helmet is kind of stylized in this skull, and Sandy's is not. It's a kind of clear black helmet. Obviously, Olga, you know the differences. You know exactly what this is. What do you do as you enter the scene?
Hello, Sandy. How's it going?
She doesn't look away from Miriam, but she says, she smiles. Hello, Olga. That depends on your friend.
Well, I think it also depends on you.
Does it?
Yeah. Tail, while shaking, says, "Why any of this matter?"
She has
the
a
only
point.
thing that really matters: money. This operation, this destruction is valuable to someone. And that someone is willing to pay me a lot of money to do it. And I'm willing to pay you for your parts in it.
Everyone is dead. Was that necessary?
Do they really matter? Do the ants matter to the queen?
Everyone matters to someone.
And everyone dies.
When they're meant to, not when they're forcefully killed.
How do you know they weren't meant to die here?
How do you know they were?
Because she
Because
was
I pulled
hired
the
to kill
trigger.
them. I like you, Sarah. But the original 20K is not enough. Not for this.
You played exactly the same role. Engaged in a firefight in the northern perimeter. Just because the thugs rushed. I bet you didn't. Not until they were all dealt with.
They killed everyone, civilians included.
I know. That's what I paid them to do. And in turn,
You're-
I'll kill them. Does that make it even?
No. You're worse. You're worse than my former master.
I'm worse than a lot of people you've met. I'm also better. In different ways.
No, you're not.
Opinions. And now to the only one that matters right now. The person pointing a gun at me. How does this end?
It ends with me getting paid.
Is that all you care about? Money?
I'm a businesswoman. I do business.
I get paid.
Simple businessman.
I'm gonna use Oracle.
Okay.
Yep.
What will happen? This is for the next week. What will happen if Miriam lets Sandy go?
How specific detail do you get from this? I mean, you put Oracle in chat just so I can read it. I know I've read it 100 times before, but
yeah, just let me find it. Yeah.
all good. Oracle menus. Get simple vision. It's a single brief vision related to the question asking about the future. I could really screw you over with this. I'm not going to then. I'm not that mean. What happens if Miriam lets Sandy leave?
She leaves.
Walks out the door.
Yeah, but it's
I'm not being that mean.
over the next week, so it's like maybe a vignette.
She walks
Yeah,
out the
it's still-
door.
it's
You
still
got
a
a bang in your
single-
bank account.
Still a single brief vision.
I guess it would pinpoint the like drastic of it is the drastic thing that happens, or like
Yeah, but it's within Augur's frame of reference, right? So, you get paid.
Yeah, yeah. Like the same thing you did on augury on this exact thing. It's like, what happens if we don't betray Sandy? You get paid.
yeah.
You should have
that's-
asked what happens if we kill her.
Oh,
Yeah.
well.
I honestly can't answer that because it goes down to dice rolls. You might die.
Well,
is
no, the
best
question
answer
would
I
be
could
what
have
happens
given,
if.
right?
Actually,
What happens after we kill her?
can I commit another effort to ask another oracle question?
Sure, why not?
As long as you're not in combat, you can use as much as you want.
Um.
You're just committing effort for the day, so you just
Yeah.
can't use that effort again.
Yeah. What happens when we kill her? Like, if we kill her, what happens after that?
I like your confidence.
So, like,
once
yeah,
again,
the
I could be a
question is
dick and say,
presupposed that
you
she
don't
dies.
get paid, but
Do we find out what's in the box if we kill her?
yeah. I don't think you
Yes.
see what it is, but I think you see yourselves opening the container.
Without exploding?
The container opens.
Okay, so either we get paid or we find out what's in the box.
Well, we know what Augur wants.
Yeah, I
Sometimes
think-
friends hurt each other, Miriam. I think
think
not
Miriam-
hurting Sandy here would hurt her more.
Says Sandy like laughs under her breath. She says, I don't want to hurt you, but killing an executioner would be a merit.
Don't have to kill anymore.
I think Miriam shrugs and she say, "Can you pay 20K now?"
I can authorize transfer.
Do it. And she basically moves the gun further away.
Money
She says-
doesn't matter.
I can transfer 10 now, and a further 10 when the operation is fully completed.
Plus the bonus.
Of
She shrugs.
Sandy like pushes her hands aside. You're the one negotiating.
Yeah, I think.
What would happen if Tail orders Green to stop it? In the next minute.
Green dies?
Yeah, Miriam shoots Green.
Oh.
I mean, like, I'll leave that
Yeah.
to Miriam to say, but I'm pretty certain Miriam shoots Green.
I think she says like, "Well, you have a lot of thugs who won't be needing their share."
She betrays us.
How about another 10K bonus?
Augur just straight up lied.
Oh my.
And he knows he does. Hell yeah, Augur.
It
What did
doesn't
Augur
go
say?
like she says it
Jesus.
will.
Augur says she betrays us.
Miriam says. Miriam shrugs. I believe I can escape such a betrayal alive.
She doesn't pay us.
That's why I'm getting paid now. Yes.
Doesn't go that way.
Well, we'll see. And she's like, "Yeah, pay me 10K now."
She
Insurance.
pulls out a compad. Authorizes a
Don't
transfer.
do this. It doesn't matter. None of this matters to anyone. And
Does the transfer go through?
You get a
Miriam-
confirmation received in your compad.
Miriam nods. She says, "Well then, I believe we have established some trust." And she puts the gun away. In her,
Okay.
she holsters the gun and she pulls up the rifle again. Well,
Yeah.
what happens next?
Yeah. So Sandy says, "I have more business to take care of here. What I need is the rest of you to be perimeter security. Although I don't think anyone else will gatecrash this party, I can't be sure."
She nods and starts walking out of the room where she came from.
And as you leave, she says, "You said your bonus was about a lot of guards who didn't, a lot of thugs who wouldn't need to get paid anymore. Make
She
sure you
nods.
ensure that."
You hear, let's see, come now. What do you take me for? An amateur?
And she turns and starts moving into the facility.
Wait,
Unless anyone
Sandy,
does anything. She stops.
we will
turns.
be better
Okay.
use at a central computer terminal. We can monitor the situation better from there.
There isn't much situation that needs monitoring.
Well, the perimeter.
Olga, you have tried at every possible circumstance in the last 5 minutes to make Miriam shoot me. Why would I give you access to a terminal?
Because I don't want Miriam to die.
There's a lot of harm you can do from a terminal.
We don't plan to do anything. We want to
Is
monitor the
Miriam
situation.
still walking away, or is she standing there?
Yeah, Miriam has gone out. Like she's left the way you guys came.
Okay.
We don't wish to cause you any harm or betray you.
People lie, Olga. There's a terminal up by reception. I'm sure you can use it. And she turns and walks in the facility.
We can tell you what happens.
She's gone.
Fuck.
But she's told you there's a terminal you can use. She's told you where it
It's
is.
fucking receptionist terminal though.
You can get more access than that.
Yeah. I go
It's
to
still
the
hooked
terminal.
into the system, right?
I go to the terminal.
Olga, you can't let her do anything more. It's too much.
We don't have a choice anymore.
Yes, you do.
Such as?
Tail takes a moment to think. Destroy the box.
We don't know what's in the box.
Does it matter?
Of course it matters, Tail.
Does any of this matter? These people, they didn't do anything to anyone. They were helping the people of this planet.
You hear a gunshot in the background. From,
Oh
like,
my
the
God.
deep facility.
half of me was like, wait, did I kill someone? I think I did.
Tail, August's still walking over to the comm or the computer.
Yeah, I mean, like you had up the stairs, the lead, like up
I assume
towards the
Tail's
facility.
coming with him.
Yeah.
Tail. A lot of these people were innocent. Some of them probably weren't. But the fact that a lot of them were innocent and died anyway, we'd say that makes this. It means that this mattered a lot more than we originally thought.
Whatever's in that crate, it will hurt others. I know it.
Well, there's only one way to know.
Destroy it so it doesn't.
What if it doesn't?
You
What
can
if it
do
could
that through
help?
the computers.
What do you think we're doing, Tail? Come on.
Tail sighs and continues to follow.
Alright.
If I told him to, Green could have killed her.
No.
Oh my God, you just see Green like looking sideways, like, uh-oh. I think he's
No.
with you guys.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
he is.
What does Green say to that, Liam?
Doesn't.
Green's capable, but Sandy's very capable. Almost
Green
as much as
saved my
Miriam.
life from. Green saved my life from the slavers. He could do it.
Tail, have you heard of blind faith?
No.
We've been told that's what gets people killed.
Things like this get people killed.
Things like this also get people killed, yeah. A lot of things get people killed.
I remember things from before I was enslaved. The day I was taken, it was at my home, the church I lived in. Everyone was killed. I don't want it to happen anymore. It can't happen to anyone. Shouldn't.
How can you stop it?
I don't know, but I have to.
I think we know. Though, it does take time. But
The void will tell me.
the void doesn't speak.
It does
Not
to
with-
me.
Not with clarity, though. The void
More
shows.
clarity than most other people.
Only time will tell. Or it won't. Or it has? We have to wait to find out, though.
Oh man, I can't wait to see what you guys do at the comms booth. Jesus Christ.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, you get there. Do you want to see what sort of access you can get from this?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, let's roll.
Just program?
Absolutely.
Wisdom or int?
So yeah, we int. We see
Wisdom?
Augur int.
Wisdom?
Int. We see Augur like step towards this terminal, and how do we how does Augur approach this? What do we see?
Yeah, okay, so they've still got this like hood obscuring most of their face. So I think we see it's an angle like from the computer, like looking up into Augur's face, so their face is illuminated by the screen, the bronze of their face and the like crystal or gem of their eyes is like glowing slightly in the computer's aura. From the side of their in between the outer face and the inner face, a monocle or a series of monocles, like magnifying glass, like slit out, like one bigger one and one smaller one, and like magnifying the screen.
Yeah.
We see some like something in there, like maybe an interface of some sort, and Augur cracks their knuckles. No sound happens because they're perfectly oiled. And begins typing very, 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 very fast.
Sweet. Yeah, I mean, you get access. What are you looking for?
Specifically anything to do with the box. Just anything to do with the box. Like
so.
Yeah.
I
Anything
mean,
and
I think
everything.
you cut to a camera feed. Like the first thing you find is it's a camera feed. That's like viewing this box and this container. And I think you get like a basic map of this facility. For the first time, we see the whole thing, and it's substantially bigger than it would seem. It goes down into the ground, probably 6 or 7 levels deep. To you, the point where you had met Sandy was probably 2 levels down from the kind of ground floor. And on level 7, on the bottom level, we see like a sealed, I guess, like a partition in the room. And on one side, we see the container in a relatively what looks like sterile environment, still closed, still sealed, still like locked in. we also see in this same subdivide, the same partition of the room, we see Luther still standing, and between him, there's him. There is a wall of like thick plexiglass which makes up the divide, and on the other side there is Sandy. And I think we see her alongside 2 or 3 more thugs. And as the camera kind of flicks, like we get the kind of the flicker and it turns on, and we see what Olga's seeing. Sandy like enters this room. She enters the part of the not the box side of the partition. Her helmet is back on. She reaches down, pulls a pistol from her holster, and executes the 2 thugs that are in the room. They fall to the ground. Their blood sprays across this like plexiglass divide. And she walks forward to like an intercom button, and she presses it, and you hear her voice, and she says, "Okay, now, Luther, it's time to open up. Everyone else is dead or dying. Everyone else is gone. It's just you and me now." And I think you hear the response. You hear Luther saying, "Unfortunately, I can't do that. This partition is sealed and cannot be opened. I
Is he
apologize."
still calm?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And what else are you looking for, Olga?
Olga specifically wants to know what's inside the box. Whether there's any visuals of that, or if there's data or reports or schematics, whatever it is. That's what
I mean, for. I think you find multiple pieces of documentation referring to something called Project. What did I write that down?
Look,
Project 36521, which essentially boils down once you skim through this stuff ridiculously fast. In layman's terms, this is exactly what Blue Suns are looking for. This is a ability to more permanently help people live in more hostile conditions. This would open up colonization on hundreds, thousands more worlds.
Are there any blueprints to this?
I think you can find chemical breakdown documentation. I don't think a lot of it makes sense.
If
I don't
it's
think
possible to get anything more out of the system, I would like to use split focus, which I'll put it in chat here. It lets me split my brain into multiple partitions of myself, so I can work through a problem from the perspective of multiple people.
Sure.
I would happily also commit query data, so I commit 2 of those points of just to get download or get access to as much of this information as possible.
Yeah, I mean, I think with that you can make copies of this stuff within your internal database. Okay. I still don't think a lot of it makes sense. I don't think you alone would be able to recreate this. But if you found the right people, you might be able to.
Does this building have an internet access? Do I have internet access?
Yeah, basic network connection, yeah.
Tail.
What?
What's this project called?
I
feel like you just said
I wrote it down. 36521.
Does it have a code name?
Yeah, that's it.
That is the code name.
I think people are just calling it Project 3.
Tail.
Yes.
What's in the box could help a lot of people. It would.
Do you think Sandy will use it to help people or help herself?
I don't think.
I think exactly at that time we have the split, right? Of one part of Olga's processing power is speaking to Teo, and another part is doing this querying, another party is still watching this camera feed. And I think we see like a cut exactly at that point to Sandy, like once again communicating with Luther, saying, "Listen, this is the only way that this project makes it to people. You give it to me, I get out of here, and it finds its way eventually to the right hands. Your project, your life's work still does its job, still does what you need it to, what you want it to. Apart from that, I burn this facility to the ground and everything inside it. The project is lost forever." And then we cut back to Olga and Tail.
So one of the other processing things is downloading footage of the, I'm assuming, massacre Sandy did.
Yep.
If that's possible.
I mean, yeah.
Can I see the screen that the
she's
camera's
masked
on?
through. I don't know if it's is it on a screen, Olga?
So
or
I
you-
think, if this is okay with you, Liam, I think the way Olga connects to programs is like psychically, like
yeah, you have Bluetooth.
yeah, like psychic
You have
Bluetooth.
Bluetooth in your head.
But
yeah.
like, do you put it on the screen? I should ask
Yeah,
then.
so I think and there's in a small corner there's the video of what's happening with Sandy, but like the rest of the screen's just code.
You could stop this. You know you can. You could help Luther. Isn't he your friend?
No, he didn't want to be our friend.
If you
So-
help him, he will be.
How would you like me to help him? Us to help him.
Stop her.
How?
Find a way. Don't you control this building now?
No. We just see with its eyes, hear with its ears.
Know what it knows.
You know how the building works. Can you get Luther out? Is there can you destroy anything? Kill her?
Is there any way to help Luther that we can see?
You can make another check.
Program?
Because that was not your original intention. But yeah, you can.
Just spend that effort.
6.
Not that you can see.
Yeah, so you say that, and Olga pauses for a moment. No, we're sorry. There doesn't seem to be anything we can do to help him. Could help others, though.
She won't help others.
No, she won't.
You
But-
can't. We can't let her take this.
We have what's in the box, though.
Yes, but
We know what's in their tail. It could help a lot of people.
can you understand it? Well, I can't read the computer, but that's not the point.
We don't understand it, no. But there are probably millions of people who do.
And will they help us? Will they help Luther? Yes, we don't know him, but if we help him, he knows this inside and out, doesn't he?
I don't think we can help Luther. But if we
Green,
wanted,
can you help?
I can attack her.
that's a bad idea.
I know.
Tail,
I don't want this to happen. I can't let this happen.
you didn't like it that the people died. All these people. You don't like it that Green's gonna die. Or that Luther's gonna die. I don't think we
No.
can stop him from dying, though. No, I know we can't. Not with the time left. We could
Can
make
you
it.
lock her in that room? Make it so she can't leave or get out into him.
Can I?
I assume this building has some form of like lockdown kind of shit.
Can I find anything?
I mean, Luther did say that he was in a sealed compartment.
Yeah,
that's
no.
not gonna open. So
The only
Tail.
access to and from the secure container is from inside.
It's
Luther
like,
is
can we
the
lock her
technical
in the
proof.
room she's in? Is my question.
Not that she wouldn't be able to get out.
We could.
All like emergency, basically any sort of emergency codes to, like, you know, fire, right? Lock all the doors, block the fire in. Any sort of those codes have basic humanitarian overrides.
Tail. The thing that's in the box would mean, well, a lot of people would be able to live. And a lot more people would be able to be born, so they could live. I don't think we can help Luther, and we can't help the people that have already died. But if you want, we could help all those other people that need help. We have internet connection. We have the files. We
Tail
have-
takes a moment to think.
We have footage of Sandy doing, and I think instead
The
of
footage of
saying what
someone
Sandy
in
did,
matte black
like,
armor.
well,
We have footage of her with her mask off.
yeah, no, that's so. I think instead of
It's not
August, instead of
proof.
August doesn't say what Sandy did. We see on the monitor like whatever happened in the building, like Sandy coming in and massacring motherfuckers.
Yeah, we see like a group of armed thugs, just working their way through killing people. Sandy cleaning up what's left, or her in her full, matte black sealed armor finishing what's left.
Yeah, does
you have
she?
the footage of your confrontation where she removes the helmet? But I mean, Olga would know this. That sort of footage is relatively, like, you could make that. You can
Yeah.
edit that sort of thing in.
In the
It's not
footage where she
concrete
like
proof.
in the live footage, does she have her mask off?
No.
Okay. We could send this out, send the files out, show people what Sandy did, though a lot would say it's fake.
Can we send the information, the files for the project?
Of course.
Send everything.
Okay. Sounds like a good idea. Well,
Do you have recordings of when she was on our ship and when we were meeting her as well?
yeah.
I say send everything. Everything.
Okay. Can I roll? I don't know. Maybe perform or something to like create a video, like a packet that I'm just gonna send out to every single receiver that will accept it. That has.
So you're basically
spam
trying
email.
to. Yeah. You're trying to do it in such a way that it's like a kind of more put together thing instead of just like
Yeah.
a packet of data. You're trying to put it together so
Yeah.
it actually kind of makes sense.
Which is like where the, like I could use I mean I guess I'm already split focus. Yeah, split focus is you commit it until you don't want to use it anymore. So like I would like to focus all that power on like creating this video packet.
Sure.
I would just like to mention
argue me a
that-
skill check.
I would like to mention that since this is since this facility is Blue Suns and they're a major power on this planet, I'd assume they'd have a very powerful receiver or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, I mean this will go out massively, but yeah, just argue me a skill check. mate.
So, I don't think it's any of my +1s. It's definitely not a +2. I'm thinking either program or perform. Program because it's obviously like, putting it all together. It's on a computer, that sort of stuff. Or perform to make it provocative.
I like perform.
Yeah.
I can't assist.
Can I do perform with? That's all right. That's all right, Quack. Can I do perform with wisdom because it's like I don't know how to phrase it, but like it's like like wisdom is knowing how the things should go together instead of like being super technical about it, like
I
having
feel
understanding
like-
of how it goes together.
I feel like you are attempting to do it in such a way that it will manipulate the response of people.
Which
And
I feel is
like that's
wisdomy, right?
I feel like that's charisma.
It's charisma. Okay,
You are knowing people enough to put it together in such a way that will manipulate them and
that's
to
fine.
act or react in a way you want them to.
I'll accept that. Here we go.
Do it.
7.
Yeah, cool.
I'm gonna use the God. I don't have many of these points left. I'm gonna use alternate outcome.
Yeah,
To try to roll
go
that
for it.
again.
You take the better result, so there's no real
Yeah,
downside
the-
apart from committing some of your last few effort.
Sandy will remember this.
8.
Yeah,
I
cool.
think 8's a
Yeah, it sends and it uploads, and yeah, we get the little text.
So I
from
yeah,
top left
what
of the screen.
what it is,
Sandy
I
will
think.
remember this.
I think it's like it's a video, that has like data encoded into it,
Sure,
which the
yeah.
data is all the files, everything to do with Project 3.
Yeah.
But the video is, I think it's all the footage from the attack. Myself, Augur, like everyone from our party cut out of it. That
Yeah.
it has been cut around.
Yeah.
Everyone from the attack, like all of the massacre.
You show the footage of Sandy without a helmet,
yeah, show the
including-
footage with Sandy without the helmet.
including the executioner in the room.
No,
The
I
executioner didn't take the helmet off.
No, but that's like it'll be relatively unmissable that an executioner is pointing a gun at Sandy.
am I able to cut around that?
Not in any way that would make it. If you do that, the image
won't
will
get the
seem
face.
even more doctored. No, you get the
Okay.
face. You'll get Sandy's face, but like people are already going to say that that's probably not real. Even more evidence of doctoring footage will not add
Yeah.
well
so
to that argument.
it cuts before Miriam lowers her weapon. Then, like it
Sure,
so it's trying like
Sure.
yeah, like
It's trying to
putting the
frame the-
executioner
yeah,
in
yeah,
a good light.
yeah. Yep.
And yeah, the footage and footage of what's happening downstairs. Like I assume until its climax, whatever the
Yeah.
climax. Of
Yeah,
that
so no, I
scene is.
think that's what we see, right? I think this is probably the closing scene of the episode.
So
that
before
way.
you, so the like the overlapping dialogue, and I think it catches up for the end of the scene. But it's Sandy introducing herself on the ship, like, "Hi, I'm Sandy," blah blah blah. Like that's obviously not my real name. But it's just snippets from her.
Sure. Yeah.
Her conversation with Miriam, like her saying stuff, not necessarily Miriam saying stuff. And her conversation with the good man Luther, like, I'm gonna burn this whole place down. And
Yeah,
it catches up when
I think we hear that, and the audio kind of catches up in this last part, and there's a beat, right? And
I
as
think,
the audio
does Sandy get
catches
it on
up,
her compad?
as the audio catches up, and as the video and audio match, is the point where like the door opens, the door to the sealed chamber opens, and I think we hear Luther say, "Even it going with you is better than its destruction. It will do much good." And then Sandy steps into the room. "Thank you, Luther. You've made the right decision." And she pulls her pistol, aims, and that's the black. We hear the gunshot, black.
And then we
yeah,
hear a compad beep.
I mean,
Cool.
you probably just hear a rocket launcher going off. Because I need to
Okay.
fulfill my end of the bargain and remove those last thugs.
You do it with the okay, hell yeah. That's our after the credit scene, obviously. Like, is these three thugs are standing around this like pile of corpses. And
Obviously looting.
we hear this kind of high-pitched whining behind them, and they turn and they see this RC car essentially with a rocket launcher strapped to the top, and one of them goes, "What the and then the rocket launcher fires and the thugs are turned to giblets. And that's
There was cut to a picture of Miriam sitting on a nearby wall.
that's the end of the episode.
Awesome. Oh, that was
Sweet.
cool. That was that the after credit scene, Liam, or is there an after credit
Yeah,
scene?
that was
Cool.
the after credits scene.
That was fun.
It was really fun, like having some action. Where it's been a pretty slow burn so far, with the characters and everything, but it was really fun getting some action into it. I really
That was
enjoyed that.
yeah, it was pretty interesting. I had no idea how this thing would go.
I'm really
Uh,
glad that I was able to help Tail have some agency, like, because she seemed like she's like very weak, even though she's a psychic, you know, like not like getting pushed around, and that's not like, you know, we can help people, Tail. I thought that was nice, but I like that.
We can help people from the ruins that Miriam leaves behind.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sorry, Quack, but like
No, it's fine. When I made Tail, I said even if the group doesn't agree with it, she is going to be a pacifist.
yeah, I love that, and I think having that clash of opinion on what should happen is nice. And I don't want to just be like, no, I ignore you, fuck you. I will
Yeah.
have some moments. I will consciously try to make sure some of that happens. But at this moment,
I understand you ignored it. It made sense in the moment. I'm just saying that Tail is a pacifist. It's how she will always be. Even if anything changes, she will most likely be more pacifist than than attacking.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I mean,
God.
I
love the fact that you went from kill nobody to being like, can you kill her?
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
just like, why didn't you tell me that?
There was, and then there, I don't know. I really like this kind of cool, strange interaction where Miriam does what Miriam does, and then Olga and Tail are kind of working behind that to do what good they can. Like
Yeah.
that's such a cool.
I really
little
like that. Like, I think
interaction.
yeah.
I like, that's an awesome little kind of cross between the party members. I really enjoy that.
Like an organ, like I like the fact that there's Tail, there's two ends of extremity, like the hardcore fuck everything up Miriam, and then the pacifist Tail, who are both having massive impacts on the way Olga thinks. It's gonna create a weird hybrid. I thought this. Yeah,
it's gonna be.
Thought
disgusting.
this was really cool. Should we do goals?
I do. I want to.
Yeah. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah.
Gonna start then, Greg.
Okay. My 3 goals. My third one I'm going to start with because I didn't do much for it because my roll for that failed. The void speaks to me and is the same one I had before.
Yep.
So as the void speaks to me, I'll find someone to help me understand it. I tried doing that with meditation but failed.
Yeah.
My other 2 goals though, harming people is not my way. I will avoid direct combat with others and try to get my friends to do the same.
Yeah, you get to experience that for absolutely sure.
Woo. My second goal, I do not want this to happen. Sandy cannot access the box. I will try to convince someone to help me stop her.
Well, you tried.
I mean, we didn't stop her because we couldn't, but like we made good out of a bad situation.
You tried. Like
I want to point notice to a very specific part of that goal, which is I will convince someone to help me.
Oh, you convinced Olga?
Yeah.
Yeah, fully. Yeah.
2 more, Dale. That was really
Nice. Good job.
very, very impactful.
And yeah,
very
that's my
impactful
goals.
Because what the fuck's gonna happen now?
I'm purposely trying to be this kind of character who just doesn't like in conflict.
Yeah, for sure.
Like every other single character I've played.
wow.
Olga?
My first goal is we are dramatic at heart. We will dazzle the unsuspecting.
Yeah, like absolutely too experienced. I don't know anyone can argue against that. That is too experienced. That is 100%.
Yeah, man.
I love it. Brilliant.
I have no idea if it impacted the amount of security guards we had to kill or anything. I'm just like, wow.
Hey,
It was funny.
It worked
It
out.
enabled the massacre.
Yeah, it made everyone like just outside, right?
Yeah.
My second goal is Miriam believes us incapable of living in her world. We will show her this is not the case.
Yeah, I don't think you did that.
I would say like the building and implementing a bomb and then succeeding and using that as a distraction. Like that
I would
was
agree with that,
was
but
what
then you turtled.
See, the thing is, it wasn't the fact that you planted a bomb that made her convinced. Like she wasn't that convinced that it would actually have an effect. But when she saw it had an effect,
yeah
that was like, okay, yeah, he can live in my world. That's fine.
yeah
How
that
does
was
Miriam react to turtling, though, is my question.
yeah, but like
No,
Augur
that's
isn't
fine.
a
Like she knows he's useless in combat.
Okay.
yeah like Augur is a like Overwatch necessarily.
Yeah.
And then the other one, I didn't think I was going to get this one, and then we got like
It was the
somehow
cold-blooded calculation to plant a bomb and actually convincing people that the bomb was planted,
yeah
to go into the place where the bomb actually was, and then cold-bloodedly murder them.
Yeah.
Like,
Be fair,
yeah,
the bomb wasn't meant to be there.
yeah, but I mean
yeah, but that doesn't matter.
Miriam doesn't even know that.
Yeah, she doesn't need to know that.
so I didn't think
Ignore
I'd
the
get
third
this
goal?
last one. Yeah, I didn't think I'd get it, and then we managed to somehow fucking get it in there in the end. They do not wish they. Oh God, this.
Wording.
They do not wish us to know what the box contains. This knowledge shall be ours.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you. So I reckon like, for the second goal, unless explicitly Miriam wants to argue for 2 experience, I'm gonna give 1. For doing the thing, but then counteracting that by doing other things.
Bomb, yes.
the-
Turtle, no.
Yeah,
Do not
1
wish
XP sounds good.
us to know the box contains 2, because like once again I gave Quack 2 for that, and that is as monumental. That's a relatively huge thing. So
Yeah, we had
yeah, Sandy will remember this. That was pretty big.
look.
Mm.
Look, sometimes friends hurt each other. If not hurting them
You're
would hurt them
gonna-
more.
you're gonna
I hope-
she's gonna have to change a face. She'll like that face.
I hope in the future. I hope in the future that whenever Sandy comes back, and that's like something we like keep saying to each other.
I mean, it's on my
Oh.
list.
And no,
I am a merchant. I get paid. Make sure to get paid by Sandy for my services, preferably as much as he can pay me in advance.
yeah,
Uh,
absolutely.
yeah. Make sure to get paid by Sandy. Tail is naive and needs to learn about my world. Ignore her pleas about nonviolence.
Absolutely.
What do you want? Question mark. Sell intel about the attack to Blue Sun's hypertech.
I don't know that you actually got any money for that,
Well,
because
I mean,
anyone who was be around to pay it is dead.
I was hoping the lawyer could get money in advance, and then
Mm.
He ran off with 2,000.
oh man. So yeah, my hope was the lawyer would go in, he would arrange the deal to sell the intel, then he would leave with the money that he had gotten from selling the intel, and
Yeah.
preferably that intel would be enough. But I mean, I tried.
Yeah.
And I did
Yeah.
sell the intel, and it did go to Blue Suns. I just didn't get paid for it.
Yeah, look, once again, an attempt was made, and
Yeah.
I'll credit attempts. So,
1 XP.
all right, 1 XP.
And
Alright.
I level up.
Yeah, I
Sweet.
think I level up as well.
So do I.
I think you all should, just about.
Do we get experience for completing the mission?
Absolutely. So for completing your little goal, everyone gets a further 2 experience.
Hey.
Congratulations.
And we reset to 0, right?
Yes.
Plus
I
whatever.
believe we.
Yeah.
Plus whatever we made.
Yeah, you don't like the extra experience isn't lost. You still get that.
I have
That
2
would be
experience.
properly harsh.
Do we want to roll for HP?
Might as well. We'll forget it
Yeah,
if we
may as
don't.
well.
Yeah, no, that's why I want to do it now.
we will absolutely forget it if we don't. So let's roll for HP now.
I
You
get
gain 1
1
HP?
extra point.
Nice.
Hey, 24.
Nice.
And
Chugga.
I gain 1.
Add
Everyone
2
has
to
a
that.
little
So,
bit more experience.
so does green.
All right.
Yes. as well do him.
So, thank you everyone for playing. That was a lot of fun.
That was really good.
Holy shit.
I'm excited for next week. Hopefully, we're all available.
Should be.
As far as I know, I'm good.
Same here. All right. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you watched this, if you didn't, then fuck you. They don't. They can't hear me. I can say whatever I want. Fucking bring it. We'll be back next week. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Peace.